You've provided a very detailed and engaging script. Here's a paraphrased version, aiming to subtly shift the word order and phrasing while maintaining the original style and core. Message: the art of the unforgettable embrace. Most men believe a hug is simply wrapping arms around someone's shoulders. They're mistaken. A hug offers an opportunity to cultivate an addiction, not to you, but to the sensation you evoke in her while she's in your arms. Tonight, I'm going to reveal how to transform a mere embrace into a memorable sensory encounter that will linger in her thoughts, leaving her yearning for more of your touch. This isn't about mere technique. It's about forging a moment so profoundly connected, so perfectly aligned with her needs, that every other man's hug will seem hollow by comparison. Oh, and before we proceed, I have something special for you. A complimentary ebook, the Female Mind Control Handbook. It uncovers the hidden methods to make any woman desire you. Get it now. The link is in the description or pinned comment. Are you prepared to become truly unforgettable? The architect of anticipation, the power of an unforgettable hug, starts even before your arms touch her. It begins in that electric instant when both of you sense it's coming. As the evening concludes, as you're bidding farewell, the space between you becomes charged with possibility. Many men rush this moment, seeing the hug approaching and immediately extending their arms, treating it like a social obligation to be quickly completed. But you will become a master of anticipation. When you feel that hug nearing, deliberately slow everything down. Let your eyes meet hers and hold that gaze just a beat longer than comfortable. Allow her to perceive the purpose in your expression. Not predatory, but intentional. You're not just going through the motions. This moment holds significance for you. Take one step closer, but then pause. Let the air between you grow heavy with expectation. Observe how her breathing subtly shifts, how her pupils slightly dilate, how her body unconsciously prepares for your touch. She's already reacting to you, and you haven't even embraced her yet. This pause, this intentional moment of anticipation, is where the magic truly begins. Because when you finally do draw her into your arms, it won't feel random or casual. It will feel destined, desired, essential. The anticipation you cultivate in these precious seconds before contact will intensify. Every subsequent sensation, her nervous system will be heightened, alert, ready to absorb every detail of how you make her feel. Remember, anticipation is the aphrodisiac of touch. Cultivate it deliberately, and she melt into your embrace before it even starts. The shelter. Embrace when your arms finally encircle her. You're doing more than just hugging her. You're creating a sanctuary. It's a space where she can lower every guard, release every tension, and simply exist within the security of your strength. This isn't about displaying your physique or demonstrating your power. It's about becoming her refuge. The moment your arms wrap around her, let them settle with clear intent. Don't immediately squeeze. Allow her to feel the gradual increase of pressure as you draw her closer. Your embrace should feel like a homecoming after a long, arduous journey. Pay close attention to how she fits against you. Every woman's body is unique, and the way you hold her should respect those differences. If she's petite, don't engulf her, cradle her. If she's tall, don't make her stoop to accommodate you. Rise to meet her. Your chest becomes her resting place. Let her feel the steady rhythm of your heartbeat against her. This primal sound, this evidence of your life force, will unconsciously comfort her in ways she can't even articulate. But here's the secret most men never grasp. It's not merely about how you hold her body, it's about how you hold her energy. When she's in your arms, let her feel your complete presence, not contemplating your next move, not strategizing your departure, not distracted by anything else in the world. For these precious moments, she is your entire universe. Create a shelter with your embrace where time ceases, where her worries dissolve, where she can recall what it feels like to be truly held, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. This is how you become unforgettable, not through force or intensity, but through the profound gift of complete presence and protection, the whispered vulnerability within the cocoon of your embrace. Something extraordinary becomes possible, intimate, communication that bypasses all social filters and speaks directly to her soul. This is your chance to whisper something that will resonate in her mind long after you've released her. But not just anything, not generic compliments or empty pleasantries, something genuine, something that offers a glimpse of your authentic self. Perhaps it's, "I've been anticipating this moment all evening." Simple words, yet they reveal that she's occupied your thoughts, that this embrace isn't casual for you either. Or perhaps, "You smell incredible." Not just a compliment about her perfume, but an acknowledgement of how she affects your senses, how her presence intoxicates you. The key is vulnerability, expressed with confidence. You're revealing a truth about your experience of her, but you're doing it without neediness or desperation. Your breath against her ear as you speak will send shivers throughout her entire body. The intimacy of shared whispers creates a private world that exists solely between the two of you. Even in a crowded room, these whispered words make her feel like you're the only two people present. However, timing is crucial. Don't speak immediately. Allow the silence of your embrace to settle first. Let her relax into your arms. Let her defenses soften, and then share your truth. These whispered words become her secret to carry. Days later, when she's alone, she'll recall not just what you said, but how it felt to hear your voice so close, so intimate, so exclusively hers in that moment. This is how you plant seeds in her consciousness that will blossom into longing. The lingering departure, the way you conclude the embrace, is just as vital as how you begin it. This is where most men undo all the magic they've cultivated. They release too quickly, awkwardly step back, or immediately shift into casual conversation. You're going to do something different. You're going to orchestrate a departure that feels like the sweetest torment. Don't release her all at once. Let your arms loosen gradually, reluctantly, as if every part of you resists letting her go. Allow for a moment where you're barely holding her, where she could step away but doesn't, where both of you are suspended in that delicious space between holding and letting go. Your hands should be the last to leave her body. As you pull back, let your fingers trail lightly across her back, her arms creating tiny sparks of sensation that linger on her skin. These phantom touches will replay in her nervous system for hours. Make eye contact as you separate. Don't immediately look away. Don't busily adjust your clothes or check your phone. Hold her gaze and let her see that leaving her arms affects you too. A perfect, lingering departure creates a sense of unfinished business. She should feel as though something beautiful was interrupted, as if there was more intimacy awaiting exploration had the moment only lasted longer. This strategic reluctance to release her plants a powerful suggestion in her subconscious that being close to you feels so good that ending it feels like a loss. The sensory imprinter objective is to create a multisensory memory that her body will crave to re-experience. Every sense should be engaged. Every nerve ending should carry the imprint of your embrace. Touch is obvious, but what about the others? Your cologne, not overpowering but distinct enough that when she encounters that scent again, she immediately think of you. The texture of your shirt against her cheek, the temperature of your body, the slight roughness of your hands. Sound also plays a crucial role. The rhythm of your breathing, any soft sounds you make, the whispered words we discussed, even the sound of your heartbeat becomes part of her sensory memory of you. But here's what most men never consider: emotional scent. When you're completely present, entirely focused on her, your body releases different pheromones than when you're distracted or performing. She will unconsciously detect this authenticity, and it will become part of what she associates with your embrace. The goal is sensory layering, crafting such a rich, complex experience that her body develops a craving for the specific combination of sensations that only you can provide. Weeks later, she might catch a whiff of your cologne on a stranger and feel a jolt of longing. She might hear a similar laugh and remember the rumble of your voice against her ear. Her body will have developed an addiction to the sensory cocktail that is uniquely you. The phantom touch phenomenon. Here's something fascinating about human neurology. Our brains continue to process touch sensations long after the actual physical contact has ended. The nerve pathways remain activated, creating what scientists call phantom touch, the persistent feeling that you're still being touched, even when you're not. You can deliberately create this phenomenon with the way you embrace her. Use varying pressure and texture throughout the hug. Let your hands move slowly across her back, creating different sensations: the gentle sweep of your palms, the slight pressure of your fingertips, the warmth of your full hand resting against her spine. These varied touches create a complex map of sensations that her nervous system will continue to replay hours later. She'll be sitting at work the next day and suddenly feel the ghost of your hands on her back. The key is intentional variation. Don't just hold her. Explore the landscape of appropriate touch within the embrace. Let your hands appreciate the curve of her waist, the delicate architecture of her shoulders, the soft skin at the base of her neck, but always with respect, always with reverence. This isn't about groping or inappropriate touching. It's about mindful, appreciative contact that makes her feel cherished rather than objectified. When you mindfully create these varied sensations, her body develops a cellular memory of your touch that will call to her long after you've gone. The truth about unforgettable embraces. The truth about unforgettable embraces isn't complicated. It's about presence, intention, and the courage to be genuinely vulnerable in moments of connection. Every woman has been hugged by dozens of men who were thinking about something else, who treated the embrace like a social obligation, who held her body but never touched her soul. You possess the power to be different, to be the man whose embrace becomes her gold standard, the one she measures all others against. The approaches I've shared tonight, the anticipation, the shelter, the whispered vulnerability, the lingering departure, the sensory imprint, the phantom touch, they aren't manipulation tactics. They are simply ways of being fully present and intentional with another human being. When you embrace a woman with this level of consciousness and care, you're not just hugging her, you're honoring her. You're creating a moment of connection. That reminds her what intimacy can feel like when it's done right. And that, gentlemen, is how you become unforgettable. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more insights into the psychology of attraction and connection. Share your experiences in the comments. I want to hear how these approaches transform your interactions. Remember, the goal isn't to manipulate or control. It's to connect authentically and leave people feeling better for having encountered you. Until next time, embrace with intention.